Hey guys, my name is Juicy Pixel and this is LUMIA Channel News. Today, Shenmue III for the PlayStation 4 as an exclusive on multi-platform. For those of you who don't know, the project started on the Saturn as a mix between Virtual Fighter and a role-playing game, but following the console's commercial collapse internationally, the project on which AM2 worked on for almost 2 years was halted. However, Sega was already beginning to work on a brand new console, which during the early stages of its development was called the Katana, later to be renamed for its commercial release as Dreamcast.
You looking for some of this? You stupid! That's enough. You put on quite a show, boy.
Shenmue was released in 1999 on the Sega Dreamcast. It went as far as 2 glorious titles that were cutting edge. The game used quick-time events, or QTEs as we know them. QTEs were totally unheard of at this time, and this defined Shenmue in its own right, regardless of the advanced game mechanics and technologies at the time. Shenmue is a 1999 adventure video game developed by Sega AM2 and published by Sega for the Dreamcast. Produced and licensed by Yu Suzuki, Suzuki created the genre title for its non-linear gameplay, based on the interactivity and freedom he wanted to give to the player. Suzuki intended to achieve this by simulating real aspects of real life through the game, such as a day-night system, real-time variable weather effects, totally unheard of a game of this kind at this time, fully voiced non-player characters, or NPCs as us Minecrafters call them, with their own daily schedules, quick-time events, and various other interactive elements, such as vending machines, arcades, and convenience stores. The story of Shenmue begins on November 29th, 1986, in the perspective of the protagonist Ryu Hazuki, returning home to his family dojo to witness his father, Yu Hazuki, battling a long, tall, ominous man dressed in a green Chinese silk suit, known as Lon D. He demands Iwa to hand over an item known as the Dragon Mirror, though Iwa refuses to reveal where it is. Ryu intervenes in the battle after his father is felled but is injured by a blow from Lon D. He then lifts Ryu from the ground and threatens to kill him with a final blow. This prompts Iwa to reveal the location underneath the cherry blossom tree.
No, don't! Hand over the mirror. Or else, your son. You alone.
After Londi's henchmen recover the mirror, he mentions a man called Xiu Summon, who was allegedly killed by Iwa back in a rural Chinese village. The two men then engage in combat for the last time, as he wishes Iwa to die as a warrior. Londi finishes the fight with a deadly blow, and he and his party leave. Iwa dies shortly after in Ryu's arms, which fills Ryu with a desire for revenge above all. He begins to investigate inquiries into the incident with the local people in his hometown called Sakuragaoka.
No.
Sega truly did their utmost to deliver a game that technology just wouldn't allow at that time, and the budget for Shenmue 1 and 2 amounted to $70 million, equivalent to over $98 million in 2013.
The weather was awful, so I stayed inside all day. Did you ask Sumiya-san? She knows about everything that occurs in this neighborhood.
Is that so?
Sega originally planned to release Shenmue III, but over the years many have speculated that the game may never see the light of day. Various unconfirmed reasons for its delay include budget issues, poor sales of Shenmue II, and the creative differences between Yu Suzuki and the more conservative management that Sega installed after reconstructing.
That's it, your history!
Yeah!
That's it! Damn, you're pretty tough!
Although Suzuki is still employed by Sega, he has not been involved in major titles for years, and was not involved in the newest versions of series he pioneered, like Virtua Fighter 5. Since the release of the second installment, Shenmue III has been announced for development and cancelled at least twice. In August 2005, Kickazo.com stated that Shenmue III would be a compilation of the first and second installments plus the final chapters. After some time, a new Shenmue project was underway, later revealed to be Shenmue Online. Despite an announcement declaring that the project was canned, series creator Yu Suzuki has expressed interest in reviving the project and inserts that it is still in a pending state. It's been roughly 14 years since the last Shenmue installment. Over past years there's been rumours and fake stories surrounding the possible revive. You could find so many stories over the internet. One thing I do know though is the support for Shenmue has never stopped. Even voice actor Corey Marshall of Ryu Hazuki has been supporting the movement for a new installment. Back in 2010, Yu Suzuki said he wanted to do Shenmue 3. Last year he told a French journalist that he still wants to do it, but this time he was thinking about doing a Kickstarter campaign. But we now know the idea didn't leave the ground, so what's left to look at? There hasn't actually been any hard confirmation about this speculation. If nothing is officially released, I don't believe it. The closest thing I can find is a tweet from Megan Scavoli, general manager of GDC, posted a photograph of Yu Suzuki, creator and developer of the unfinished Shenmue saga, alongside Matt Cherney, PlayStation 4's lead architect, and adds a comment. Mark Cherney and Yu Suzuki talking strategy for Shenmue 3. Guys, for real. All I can say is that this meeting brings hope to Shenmue fans, as Sony has listed Shenmue as a game to look at as they want to bring more to the PS4 console. As an incredibly huge fan and Shenmue nerd, I quote from an article from digitalrights.co.uk titled, "Why Shenmue 3 Must Never Be Made." The thing, and I know people will go nuts about this, I sometimes wonder if the best is for Yu Suzuki never to finish Shenmue. Could he or anyone ever make a game that would meet the ridiculously high expectations? Would Sega give him the freedom and the budget to nail the final chapter? Does anyone on the planet have that kind of money? Is Justin Bieber a Shenmue fan? Maybe we should petition him or just steal his lunch money. Since the 2014 GDC in San Francisco just a few days ago, there was a lot of tension for a potential announcement that had fans on the edge of their seats, as it was live streamed on GameSpot. But it was a post-mortem of Shenmue that I found incredible, with never seen before concept art, inspiration and progress with the game's development. For the open Q&A at the end of the conference, the first question asked was, "When will Shenmue 3 come out?" To which Yu Suzuki replied, ... in Japanese. For me, it's not a question of when, and it's certainly not a question of how. It's when Yu Suzuki is ready, and that's the real point that's being missed in every report I've read in the past 14 years of my fanboyism. Thanks for watching, guys. That is it for this episode of Lumia Channel News. Make sure you stay tuned, and I may have butchered a few names in this, for which I do apologise for. And make sure you check out all the references in the description, and please leave a comment if you are interested in seeing the Shenmue saga revived. Thanks for watching. Peace out.